Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Another student hospitalized after alleged stepping on schoolmate's shoes. Another student was reportedly beaten until she was unconscious on Monday by 6 other female students after she was accused of stepping on one of the girls' shoes. Reporters understand that the incident occurred approximately 2:30 p.m. after the Skirton Academy was dismissed. The victim is said to be a 13-year-old grade 7 student. According to Superintendent of Police SSP Dwight Powell, the information that we have suggests that sometime about 8 on the said morning, the victim allegedly stepped on the shoe of one of the persons that assaulted her. The person that assaulted her indicated that she would deal with her case after school concluded. On the conclusion of class around 2:30 p.m., she was set upon by 6 students of the said school who physically assaulted her. She was rendered unconscious and taken to the St. Anne's Bay Regional Hospital, where she was treated and revived. The police were informed of this incident and immediately commenced its investigation. We will be collaborating with the school with a view to see how best we can treat this matter in an appropriate way. We are appealing to the students involved to make themselves available for the investigation to continue, SSP Powell added. Last Thursday, grade 8 student of B.B. Cook in St. Elizabeth, Jahim Coleman, was beaten unconscious by a grade 11 student after he allegedly stepped on his Clark shoes. That student was later charged with assault occasioning actual bodily harm. Manchester armed robbery gunshot victim dies. One of 5 people shot and injured during a multi-million-dollar robbery at Scotiabank in Mandeville on August 25th has died. Police sources told reporters that the man died at his home on Monday morning after being released from hospital recently. The 38-year-old father of 3 was shot in the head while reportedly driving near the robbery scene. Reporters were told that the man was released from the Corporate Air Hospital and was on a waiting list for a rehab center. The August 25th robbery left 5 people injured when gunmen attacked a burial crew, making off with millions of dollars. The total amount stolen is yet to be disclosed. Convicted gang leader Andre Blackman Bryan and several others sentenced. Convicted leader of the Klansman London gang Andre Blackman Bryan has been sentenced to 39.5 years in prison. Some of the other convicted members of the gang were sentenced to serve between 7 and 9 years imprisonment, while the remainder will be sentenced on Tuesday. Andre Bryan was convicted for leadership of a criminal organization and 6 counts of facilitating the commission of serious offenses by the criminal organization. He and his 14 co-accused were found guilty in March. In relation to Bryan, the Chief Justice noted that for the various counts of charges faced, including murder, the decision was made to have the sentences run consecutively. Meanwhile, the only female convict, the St. Thomas-based pastor Stephanie Christie, will know her fate on Tuesday.
Here we have a gentleman who was a leader and a part of an organization that involved murder, shooting, and at least arson as well. We have a situation in which 4 persons died. Part of count 19, we had Dooley, we had Mr. Bryan, Miss Walker, Outlaw, and the Rastaman. There's 5 persons who died as a result of his activity. But for, as I said, the quirk in our criminal practice and procedure, he may very well have been prosecuted for the full offense of murder. But we are where we are with that. So, in my view, there should be consecutive sentences to reflect the full scope of the criminality and to ensure that the level of offending, the scale of the offending, the scope of the offending, the extent of the offending are adequately addressed at this phase of the trial. Mrs. Christie was not an incidental or casual member of the organization, but an integral part of the operations of the organization. And in fact, if one recalls some of the telephone conversations in which she is recorded, it is clear that she was a strong and ardent supporter of Mr. Bryan, and the conversations that were admitted into evidence revealed that she was quite upset that some of the persons who were assisted by Mr. Brown were so ungrateful and really should have been displaying far more loyalty to him than they were actually displaying.
Early morning murder of mother, daughter leaves men in tears. Just one day after a woman in her late teens reportedly returned to Jamaica from the United States, she and her mother, who is in her mid-50s, were gunned down early Monday morning on Spanish Town Road in St. Andrew, bringing grown men who knew them to tears. Up to press time on Monday, the police have not identified the women. However, people said that they knew them well. The reporters told that the mother was called Sophia Drummond and the daughter, Malika Doheny. Doheny was said to be about 18 years old and her mother 56. Kirk Ricketts, senior superintendent of police in charge of the St. Andrew South Division, said the incident occurred about 5:10 a.m. According to Ricketts, the mother and the daughter were both from a Kingston Eastern address. While the senior cop could not give a motive for the crime, he assured the public that investigators are working assiduously to do so. Drummond, according to sources, was a dispatcher from the National Solid Waste Management Authority. She was also known for selling food and drink items to NSWMA staff who work on trucks that collect and dump rubbish at Riverton landfill in St. Andrew. Reporters were told by sources that every day except Saturdays and Sundays, the mother would park her car at one of the entrances of the landfill on Spanish Town Road and sell to sanitization workers going to and from the landfill. One woman, who said she had been a friend of Drummond for more than 30 years, was in a state of disbelief despite visiting the crime scene and seeing her friend lying motionless on the sidewalk near Jerry and Neville on Spanish Town Road. She would sell from her car. I didn't come to my shop on Friday, so Thursday was the last time I saw her. My daughter was here on Friday, so I was looking forward to seeing her today. Instead, I got a call that she died. I had to go and see if it was really true, she said. Every day, I look forward to seeing her. She used to be on the truck, but she started to dispatch the trucks. Today was the first time I see some big man cry. The sidemen on the garbage truck cried. When they come to work in the early morning, they would get their tea, whether they have money or not. If they don't have any money, they pay her every fortnight. She used to make sandwiches and those things for them, they told reporters. One man explained that he was vexed by the killing. He too knew Drummond and had only positive things to say about her. She buy and sell. She was a nice person to me, although some people show that they're nice to some, but others have a different experience. She and I had no disagreements. In the mornings, I would buy cigarettes and other things from her, the man stated. Reporters tried to get comments from other people who might have known Drummond, however, they refrained from commenting.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.